Welcome to my plant wall makeover! Hi, I'm Christina from Leafy Luster, and a few of you might remember when I built this plant wall. I attached this wood on the wall, hung up the mother grow light right here, and then I put a huge planter box on the bottom, planted a bunch of plants in there. The idea was that they would climb up the wall, attach, grow beautifully, and all would be well. Today I want to A, give you a little update on the plant wall, how it's going, and B, we are going to do a complete makeover, which probably already tells you how it's going. Without any further ado, let's check out the plants. I'm sorry. Usually I would pick out all of the yellow leaves or stuff that dried up, but I intentionally left it in just to show you the state we are at right now. I know that grow lights are only effective if the distance to the plants is optimal. Now it was a little bit too high, I already pulled it down further, and I tried to include that thought while planting the box, but still, this Monstera plant right here is just too big. It is shading other plants further down. She is stealing resources from the other plants. Then we have the Monstera adansonii right here, and up top she's looking okay, maybe even a little bit bleached. Further down you can really see that the light isn't reaching these places anymore, and all of the leaves basically fell off. Same goes for the Syngonium albo. Up top it's doing okay, there's new growth, new leaves pushing, but down at the bottom it's balding because there's just not enough light hitting those bottom leaves. Surprisingly, the Maranta, Cebu Blue, Micans and Scadapsus that I put on the bottom of the planter to cover up the soil are doing okay. They are not growing fast or very big leaves, but they are okay. They live. Now, enough with that boring chit chat. Let's do something about this situation. So first off, I want to switch out the light. Right across the wall, I have the Spider Farmer light, and this one is stronger and bigger than the mother grow light. So I want to switch those two. Hopefully the mother will be enough for these plants, and then the Spider Farmer might be able to provide enough light to the plants in this planter box. Fortunately, both of the lights are just attached with like little hooks in the ceiling, so it should be pretty easy to switch them out. Whoa, very professional. Ta-da! Okay, I'm done. It's funny how dark it is when I turn off all of the grow lights in here. Quite honestly, I wouldn't want to live like that. Really sorry for normal people that don't have a ton of houseplants and grow lights in their home. They are living in caves. I should be dusting a little bit more. Ta-da! What do we think? Quite honestly, this light is so much stronger, it's crazy. Okay, it's working. Okay, that is wild. Honestly, this mother grow light is so weak. I might have to get another one of the Spider Farmer lights to put back up here, because that is not feasible. I'm feeling very choppy today, so I want to cut a few plants. Okie dokie. First, let's clean out all of the crispy leaves. Okay, this already looks much better. Now, right here we have just bare Monstera adansonii stem. I just want to cut it back down. I know I'm not going to sanitize my scissors every time I cut something. Not today, I just want to get it done. Cut it right at the bottom. So it actually grew pretty well. The top looks fine. It also tried to attach to the wood. I want to restart everything like radically from the bottom. So this one has to go. I have no mercy today. Number 1. Number 2, big chop back here. Same goes for this one. This plant did not attach at all. It's starting to look a little bit sad. This is going to be some serious propagation action. I wanted to propagate the Syngonium aureum anyway, so might as well do it. Ta-da! I think it's not doing great. Because it's 2 plants in here, I think I'm going to remove one of them. Well, this is too bad because it's getting a new leaf. Actually don't want to take it out. Oh my god, what am I going to do? I really like it in there. Okay, I'm separating them. Okay. I'm going to rip a lot of roots here, I think. Yeah. What a mess. Try to fix up the rest of the plant. Actually not even bad. I'm pleased. This is the Monstera that I took out and all of the cuttings that I took. And here, that is the aftermath. I'm so sorry because there is a new leaf coming in and I hope it makes it. But we have roots. This one, this one. Now I have a lot more space to work with. Let's do a little improv propagation session. I'm going to have a lot of these single stem cuttings. Ta-da! All done. I needed to stack up my shop anyway, so here we go. Welcome back, friends. It's the next day, and by next day I mean it's 2 weeks later. But we're finally continuing the plant wall project, and there's already one good thing. I could already experience the light in full force and see how the plants react to it, so let's check them out first. Now, the plants all look okay, I would say, but I noticed that especially the Marantas, like here for example, were suffering because the light was almost too strong in comparison to what it was before. And also here you see the leaves curl like inwards a little bit. That is a protective reaction. Also this Ploumanii is getting almost sunburned. It's a little bit yellow. I also noticed that ever since installing the light, I got some new growth on the Maranta right here and here. The sea blue is starting to grow more vigorously and the leaves are getting a little bit bigger finally. So next one is already on the way. The plants will definitely get used to it and then adjust with the next few leaves coming in, so I'm not worried yet. I can also just hang this light a little bit higher up maybe if I still feel that it's too bright, or I can reduce the time that the light is on per day. I already placed a few pots in the box that I want to plant in here, and as a little side note, the Monsteras that I separated are also doing fine. This one right here, the new leaf that was on here is still growing, it's still looking fine, so I hope I haven't damaged it too much. So a few plants I've been thinking of putting in here would be the Syngonium aurea. Again, it was already in there. And then I also want to put my Philodendron Ploumanii in there and just have it like crawling across the box. I think this could be really, really cool. Another Maranta, so I'm adding the Fascinator one, the red stripy one. I also want to add a Philodendron Sodieroi, which looks pretty similar to the Plaumannii, but it's more of a climber, I think, than a crawler. So without further ado, let's get our hands dirty. He should crawl from left to right here. You up here. Maranta does not need as much light as other plants, so it can be like in the shade of the Monstera. In here I still have a few of the old plants growing, Philodendron verrucosum for example. Next to that I want to put the beautiful Syngonium aurea. Here I still have a few of the stems of the Syngonium albo with the white variegation, and I'm keeping that in as well. That is pretty much the layout for now. Let's dig ourselves a little hole down here and then check out the roots, because I got it rooting in perlite. Ooh, this is the root situation. It's looking pretty good actually. I'm just going to loosen a little bit of the perlite. Would look good somewhat like this. And that's a wrap. Now let's continue with the Maranta fascinator. Roots are looking juicy on this one. I wanna separate those plants a tiny bit. I took this one out of the prop box recently and the new leaf isn't too happy about it, but we are already seeing a new one come in. Unearth this. Okay. The roots aren't too prolific, but I find that Philodendron roots are mostly really delicate. I just want to check that they are not rotten. Okay, so it can just go right here in this little crevice between those two. The Syngonium aurea is one of my favorite plants, and I don't know why it isn't more popular. If I would have to choose, I would pick the yellow variegated one over the white variegated one every day. I just feel it's a little bit prettier, and I also feel like it's a little bit more marbled than the white one. I also want to add another Cebu blue. I have planted it in this direction so it can grow up the wall eventually. This is it now fully planted. I know it doesn't look like much. I hope it will grow into the space. And obviously the Monstera, I just couldn't part with it because it's just too pretty. It's me again, and I don't know, I also have this Plaumannii that is way bigger than the small one I planted, and I still have it in the two pots. It is grown into the second pot by now, but I'm debating on planting this one inside. Oh no, what am I going to do? I mean, this one is much bigger now and I think it looks a little bit more pretty. Oh gosh, why haven't I thought of this before? Okay, let's change everything up again, okay? No comment, okay? Oh gosh, I'm so sorry to this little guy. You will get your own pot. I'm sorry. Ta-da! Okay, let's check out the roots first. Oh my god, I'm butchering this poor little leaf. Oh. Oh. These are the roots that are really fresh from this top part. And then this is all of the old roots. I don't think I can cut the top cutting off already. I will definitely do that at a later time point. I still don't know if spent nodes are a real thing or not, but we will see. I'll keep it in a pot if it regrows anything or if it's like done. Maybe some of this. I don't know, did I like it better before? I want to make a little before of the planter box now, so I can hopefully show you in a few months if it did work out eventually or not. If I need to change anything else to make it work. Winter will hopefully be soon over, and then the coming spring, I'm really hoping for some good growth. Let's just cross our fingers for this, okay? Thanks. plant ball done. I'm looking forward to all the upcoming updates that you will get in due time. I'm going to relax now. I'll see you next time. Until then, enjoy your plants and goodbye. Bye.